Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. Today we'll be working on processing units. And to get that done, we also need to make something with rare metals, right? Because we need to smelt this and get it into the train system preferably. I think that we're going to be using this area. So let's do this. Let's put one here. And then we'll need to fix this manually somehow. So let's go down there first. Let's make haste. Also, I can see that we've already reached 91.3% evolution. I'm quite sure that this is gonna be around 97, so we still have a little bit of time. That's gonna go there. That's gonna go there. That goes there. Should be enough. We do plop this down again. There we go. That should fix the copper. And all of this should be kind of fine. Let's connect this. Like so. And connect that. Okay. That turned out quite well. And we do... This is the question. Okay, we could do that. Could put this here as well. That's fine. That looks very, very fine. This is not connected to the rail, but that's okay. Okay. Now, this needs to be passive provider electronic components. And this needs to be passive provider advanced circuits. So you're gonna go here, bulk cargo. You are going to go here, bulk cargo, which you already are. Okay, and then we need this. This needs to be fixed somehow. We're not gonna need a huge amount of rare metals right now. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna put this kind of here maybe. These are not really needed. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there maybe. Put this there and there. Then we need to connect all of these all the way through. Which will make us get a little bit of rare metals. Now this will make 300 roughly per minute. That's gonna eat 800. So that's not really what we need. Let's put this here. Let's put that in there. Okay, that's gonna make about 800. That's no longer enough. This will eat 6.8 per second, which this should be enough, right? It should be more than enough. And then we'll take this and we'll drag it all the way over here to the side. Sneak it all the way over here. Like so, maybe? Maybe even here. Okay. Now, obviously, this is just going straight into a furnace. So I think we can take this. Boom. Then we're gonna make this. We'll see how much this is. So I'm assuming it's probably not gonna be enough, yeah? Put these in here. On the other side as well. There we go. We need to prep this. This is going to be this. Rare metals. Boom. Then we'll take a little train. 1, 2, 3. Then fill that up with 8 wagons. And this is going again. I mean, we're getting close. This stacks to 200. Oh, it's gonna be... Yeah, that's... You filled this first one up quite heavily, but the other ones are not that filled. So when this is full, we're probably going to be quite fine on copper, I hope. We just got a delivery somewhere. You are waiting here. Okay. You just went here to deliver. Okay, that's fine. So do we have the modules we need? Not really. This is one side. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna be unable to do more than this, I think. But it's okay. We'll start here. And then we'll see if we need to add more to this later. This here will mine only 600 or so per minute. Which is pretty meager, to be completely honest. That's quite meager. This can already eat more than a full belt. Let's do that. Why are these getting... Okay, I guess it's that. Are we still struggling with copper up here? No, we're struggling with uranium. Right. I wanted to take a look at this here. Take this out and put it in the logistics system. I don't like this solution particularly. I think we're gonna do this, and we're gonna remove this. Just put a belt there. We're gonna do this, but this is whenever it's more than 500, let's say. So it's only gonna stack up 500 in here, but that should be more than enough to send it on its way so that we can keep doing this, right? We are fighting these biters heavily. We are having enough repair packs, right? We do. Yeah. Yep. Okay. This is but a trickle. This is but a trickle. Okay, so you're gonna go to this. Full cargo. Boom. This is but a trickle. And these are working full-time. It's just that this is mining time 300%. So this layout is pretty bad for this specifically. And I'm guessing we're still struggling with tier 3 modules. We have a couple of these, but Immersite is completely drained, so is that. Cryonite, we have a bunch still. Okay. I'm gonna leave this for now like this, because there is no realistic way of us doing anything with that for now. So now we have to decide, where do we actually want to make these circuits? I have a couple of different options here. We're not going to need an insane amount of processing units as of right now. It's going to be a fairly mediocre amount. So I'm considering putting it here, actually. I know it's not an amazing location for it. But what other option do we have? We could build a new station here. It's not that far in comparison. I don't really want to deal with that landfill. I don't think we have... Okay, we have 7k landfill. No, I don't really want to spend it on this. So I think we'll just go here. So it's going to be 2 unloading stations here. 1, 2. And then we're going to have a loading station as well. Gonna put that 1 step up. that in there. Gonna put that in there. Gonna put that there. Then we'll do this, that, and that. Perfect. So this is one off, but I don't care, to be honest. And we'll also need a sulfuric acid unload station like this. Take this. I'm gonna put this right here. That's still plastic. That has to go there. Like so. This acid will then gently come out this direction. Okay. And this here station is already prepped with that. So that's good. Okay, so now we just need to wait for that to be constructed. And here we have only 3K of this. Yeah. It is what it is. Don't think we're using this that much for anything else. So flipping this around is probably a pretty decent idea. Problem is that this already is pretty capped. Could build another one. Just like it. That would support it. Well, we'll probably do that, to be honest. Okay. So if we remove this and that, we'll take that as well. So flip this around here. Put one there. This goes in there. We'll jump this. Okay. Take this one more step. Put that in there. That goes there. This goes here. Oh no, this is already covered. Okay, that's fine. We can do this. Put water in here as well. That's gonna eat that. That's 720. I'll be cheeky. I'll do that. We'll take this whole thing. Put one here. Connect this. Put that there. Well, we're gonna need to remove that then, because that will have the beacon from that side. Okay, and then we'll put this here with a filter on the right side to not do anything. This here will just go up here to make sure that we have a little bit still going into the main base, yeah? That looked really wonky with that going there. Okay. Perfect. Pretty consistently using 1.6 gigawatts of power now, which is insane. Is that a bot that crashed into this or what? I guess it was. Okay. This looks like it's producing a little bit too little. It's not a big difference, but it is a little difference. This sand here should be enough unless we're consuming a lot of sand elsewhere. And stone has reduced to a trickle because there's just not that much stone left here. I see. Well, we can start removing things from here then. So that's all of that. It won't be long until this stone is completely done. It's 800k left. So, yeah. Question is this going to be enough to fill this up completely or not? Okay, it's going to be a little bit before this is full. But this should still be a bit more. 4.9k. Okay, and this is now done. So we can request rare metals. And this is going to be rare metals. Boom. This would be advanced circuits. This would also be requesting advanced circuits. Perfect. Then this would be providing processing units. Question is, should we just... Yeah, we'll just put a train here. It's the worst thing that can happen. That's fine. So how are we doing with stone anyway? Okay, you are just standing here. So there's no stone station up right now. That's good. I was thinking that that might be an issue soon. We're gonna have to convert this into stone loading at some point. I think we're gonna go up there and see if we can increase the speed at which we mine here. So we'll tap this a bit quicker. Even with this, we still have 50% productivity, so it's pretty decent. Okay, let's go up and build ourselves a little bit of a processing unit area here. So the good thing about this is it only needs 2 input components. Like this. So I think we're gonna steal this design a little bit. Boom. Yeah, we're gonna do this here. Okay. That's fine. This can be loaded from this direction. We don't need any of these, to be honest. This is also gonna be blue. Inserters. And this is gonna be red belt. Perfect. This is gonna be split belt with rare metals and the other thing. Now the problem with this build in particular is the fact that we don't have a beacon here. I'll put that in there. Now, this is a fairly slow build. I think I would want to make this a little bit more compact as well. By changing up how we do this. I think I'd rather do this. Okay. Can move this up one. Swap these around. We'll make some pipes in the middle here. Remove this. That's gonna go there. Don't care where that goes. We'll do that. We'll do this. That goes there. I mean, this is gonna be 12 plus 2, that's 14. I don't know if it makes a big difference here. I think this actually becomes a bit longer. Oh, whatever. Kinda like this build here. So we're gonna put substations there. This goes there. And as I said, this will now not reach. It turns out the other build was a bit better. Let's see if we can go back here to what it was. There instead. Interesting. So we'll put that there. We'll put these here. That's fine. I'll just do that, I think. It looks mildly better to me. Okay. So this is actually better. Slightly better. Then we can just do this. I think we'll stop here. I think this is gonna be very, very difficult to feed all of this. But we'll just go with the flow on this. So sulfuric acid needs to come from here. We do have a little bit of a pipe here. This needs to move up one. That goes in there. Perfect. Okay. So if we plop over to this guy, you are going to this empty cargo. And you are going to this empty cargo. I'm gonna send you, and we're also gonna send you. So half of this build, it's not gonna consume all that much. Let's send these here. Let's send this here. Then we'll do the same up here. We'll just send these circuits here, like so. And then we'll send this here. Cool. It's going to be an insane amount that we're going to be able to make here. All of these are working. So here we're able to do 49 per minute. This is going to be 600 per minute, which is an insane upgrade, to say the least. And we could even make this longer because, frankly, we have a little bit of room before this becomes an actual half belt. And then we can upgrade it to blue as well and still keep the same build. You're gonna eat 2,400 sulfuric acid per minute though, which is a lot. This only stacks to 100 though, so... And we did have all the modules. Okay, cool. So we're done with that. That was a fast build. What is it that you need? You need prod modules of this kind. Let me go down there and fix that. So we get this warning to stop, like, flashing at us all the time. And this is just going. I think to improve this, I think we just want to unload both of these here. I think it's gonna make it slightly faster, maybe. But it's a big maybe. These gaps still exist. Yeah, there's like a small gap every now and then. Very, very small gap. It's very close to being full 5 point something K, right? It's very, very close. Okay. Well, I think that's gonna be a short episode today. We did go out to get this build and the rare metals going. We did that. And next time, I think actually we want to offload this as well, so we can make rocket control units and solid rocket fuel outside of the starter base. So that's what we're gonna do next time. And I think maybe batteries as well. Once we've done those items, I think most of the important stuff we can make outside of the starter base. Then we can start offloading the tech cards and everything else. The mall will be still working. We'll need a brick smelting so we can get bricks on a train. I'm hoping to use this area for that eventually, after we get this mined out completely. But yeah, that's gonna be next time. If you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and have a really, really nice day.